sure do wonder. Here, I'll put on. Yeah, I'll just put on the BRB as well.
But you have like a Spanish armoire in the back.
Un forastero. What? A nightstand? On the bed? It's a lamp. Okay, thanks, brother. I bought these assets and I'm willing to to never talk about them again. All right. Big stink podcast. Look, man. Let me get the name of this Final Fantasy. It really is just called Final Fantasy. Oh god, they know I'm coming there. FF16 State of Play. I gotta say, it has been a long journey. A long journey to come to 16, man. To get to like actual talking about dark magic again and everything. I mean, to give the audience some perspective, I did not come from big Final Fantasy background. I was just saying earlier, I grew up with Crisis Core. That was my that was my stuff right there. But I did recently just beat 6, so I told that is the best one ever to ever do it. Hold your hands to the sky. Tell me why. But I don't know. It's been a minute. So 15 was supposed to come out back when 13 came out, and that took a very long time to make. It was a disaster, to say the least. On the one message I see you on the chat room says say something. Maybe I won't. But during, or at least around the time when 13, I think at least around the time when 15 came, people were speculating that 15 or 16 was gonna go back to its like old, that's what I put it. It just goes back to its roots of talking about like dark magic and something that's not entirely, I don't know, it's not based on some like new stuff that they're trying to do. They're trying to do something a bit older, and I thought that was cool. I thought that was neat. I think that if they want to go through with that kind of thing, then and that's kind of seeming what that's at least what Final Fantasy 16 seems to be. It's going back to its roots, going back to being something medieval. I'm saying I'm all for it. I'm interested. I'm interested for depressing Final Fantasy. Just almost like solo play. Hmm. But what I will say though is that I'm not lately. I feel like turning 23, soon to be 24. My tastes have really varied. They have really changed with my interests in the type of games I play. Even the sequels or remakes of games that I play, I really, Jules, you know this more, but I can't play turn-based all that much, and I feel like we're vibing on that. The turn-based is not as interesting as yeah. Hmm. God, somebody's got to tell Kojima. God, it's all right. If if there was a way, and I might as well look into it since that's what I'm thinking next stream should be on this channel here. If there's a way to remove the gameplay component of like Octopath or sorry if I'm offending a huge number of people. I feel like I guess. I mean, I don't really want to play through. The component that you're talking about, this like just the capacity for dealing with shit. Mine is just all the grindiness that comes from those kinds of games, and there's a good level of grind in some games. Like there's some that I can't stand at all, even if the gameplay's fun. Elden Ring being another example, and I know we have our takes on that, but yeah. I Yeah, it's true. I was gonna say there are two things. Turn-based is a huge component. It's really something that's I mean, on a very chill setting like this can absolutely it's better to just hang out, basically treat it like a podcast with some gameplay in the back. Uh but in terms of this other thing, the serious takes here. I, the thing that I'm not all that excited about for the new Final Fantasy 16, it goes hand in hand with, and I don't know how to juggle what I'm about to say, but it's the open worldness, like how it seems like it's just a whole bunch of walk, like Red Dead. There's a whole bunch of nothing to do. I mean, granted, we've seen the best of the footage, and 15, it's kind of like coming from a certain expectation where 15 there's just a whole bunch of nothing. Uh, apart from the actual missions themselves, just getting to there you get like tidbits of personality while you're driving the car to somewhere, or little things you can do on the way, which is nice. And there's fighting, and there's I mean, you did giant friggin' I can't remember, but he's a huge ass tortoise. Like that boss fight that takes you like 10 hours to beat. There's that one. But 16, I mean, the way it seems at the moment is just like solo going through nothing but deserts and stuff. It's just gonna take. It's not my cup of tea. Just to be frank, I really enjoy a lot of what the remakes recently that Square Enix has been putting out with 7 remake, and I'm just really enjoying kind of how much there is to offer while you are going to your main quest, and everything is it's not that it's relatively close by, but definitely certainly towards the beginning it is controls you around the town. uh 16, we just have to keep an eye out for it, because my list of games that I definitely we were talking about this last night, really interested in getting into that new Diablo game. That's a lot of fun. um I mean, it goes without saying all the fighters that are coming out, which thank God for 2023, right? um, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8. Just well, thank God for Capcom, I guess. It's making. It's true. And goodness, what else? Well, Silent Hill 2. I just got to pick it up. It's just it's a. Mhm. Which is funny that well, I'm really glad that you mentioned that, because the only other one that I haven't mentioned besides Final Fantasy 16 was I'm interested in getting replaced. Um, I do not. Yeah. Well, I don't expect it to come out anytime soon, considering the invasion in Ukraine. Uh, they are they're the Sad Cat Studios. But in any event, it's just take your time. If you got bigger issues to figure out than releasing on a set date. But I'm really interested in seeing how that goes through. That's really exciting. I'd like to see. Uh, yeah, I'd really like to see that. Indies are just the way to go for right now. Playing the game, playing the long game. Mhm. All these factors that would impede on creativity or a final product. Mm. It's, mhm. It's true. I yeah, that's the key there is like what next games can you get, and it just goes beyond like any games. I mean, I feel like it impedes more on indie games on an indie level than on a AAA level, but really optimization. Like we're seeing just, I mean, I can speak on a personal level too. We're seeing just an absurd amount of resources that it takes just to run, these executables, just to run a game made in Unreal or Unity or anything. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Last of Us. It's a whole ass Shakespearean comedy. um, It's a really big problem. It goes from hardware to software. It's like bigger, better, not optimized. You see this in games. You see this like actual piece of hardware. I always tell you my complaints about the Surface Pro. It's like trying to think forward, but never getting to the point where it. They had their intention. They were never to be like they were never. Hey, look, man, I'm trying to complain about something here. Hey, look, man. What were they thinking? Elden stings. Hmm. I mean, you just think about amount that you have your computer has to process, and then just like so little care for optimization because everybody's expecting you to have like a 5000 series. That shit's not even out yet. And then and then you add on top of that the multiplayer requirements, so you're straining your bandwidth, like there's a lot of stuff going on that's causing your to turn into the Sahara Desert. And so that's why it's like when you do see AAA companies that like have such a good record with optimization even on the PC end. And particularly what I noticed is a lot of these companies, it's just an observation I've been making. A lot of these companies have insanely good relationships with Microsoft. Like they've been working with Microsoft for a good minute, and Square Enix is one of them. I just think about the release of 15 and everything Microsoft did to push it. Uh, I have no doubts that hey, maybe this will be my first prediction that's gone wrong. But I have very little doubts that 15 is going to end up being, or it's 15, 16 is going to end up being really poor on release to like a month after release uh, on PC. I think it's going to go well practically everywhere. I think some people are going to be upset by the fact that their their Steam Deck can't run it, but expectations, my good people, expectations. Well, I mean, hey, we do got 14 minutes. Do a little tech talk. Hey, hey, if you're interested, I've heard a couple things about if you're interested in doing that sort of thing, like being able to run an Elden Ring, being able to run a Last of Us remake. Oh my god, my desktop can't even run it. If you're interested in that, there's a thing called the Asus ROG handheld device. Am I getting that right? Yes. So the thing that's really interesting is their roadmap or their plans upon release of allowing you to get it to work with an external GPU. Meaning you can just straight up just plug that shit into your 40 series and you're gonna run it. But I guess at that point it's like, what's the point of having a handheld? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Funny name. Oh, uh-huh. Fascinating. I mean, to be fair, when you lose 70% of your employees on Last of Us Part 2 releasing, you know, quality standards may go up, they may go down. You know, it really, I mean, in Naughty Dog's case, they had the best of the best you could get Santa Monica in the Santa Monica area. So, you know, so I don't know. Poodle. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god. That's funny. I haven't seen that. That's really that's really relevant to what's going on with my stuff right now in game deving. That's really funny. Yeah, yeah, dude, there is a master material for every single like weather-based instance in the game, and that's just how that works. So if something's going wrong, you can straight up just end up having like a character just in dust. Just 'cause, like, like, like it cuts from Ellie. Ellie just goes, Joel, promise me. Promise you're not lying. It cuts to Joel. He's just completely wet. And he goes, I'm not lying. Then it cuts to Ellie and she's just completely in red going, okay. God. Mm. Yeah, I have, Lord knows, I have been dealing with this so much. I have I've been working on a master material, and I was showing you this offline for some game deving, some personal game deving in Unreal Engine 5, and uh, you can absolutely just fumble the bag somewhere around the time when you're working on it, and then just things just don't cross. Like you're trying to get something rained on, but the every plant you have in the vicinity is just dusty. You can cross some stuff around, it just doesn't work out. Um, in this world, we're all what? I think I'm still showing that. No, no, no. That's totally normal. I think it's still showing that I'm trying to stream Scott Pilgrim. I So why don't I figure that out? May play Scott Pilgrim. But the potential for this is just unfathomable. What do you do with your life, stupid? Um, God, Sleep, baby. Just change stuff, dude. I tell you. What if I don't care? How about that, Twitch? What if I don't care? God, I'm so right. I already know how to do this hand during. Oh, whatever. I don't care. It's a fulfilling destiny. Here, why don't I put on the YouTube? Are we? Where do you usually watch it on? IGN. Square Enix says, "Get off of my YouTube channel." Okay, Square, I apologize. Squeegees, as they would say. I'll go on PlayStation. Why not? Hasn't been good since Gravity. Get back. Oh. All good. I'll just do a video capture. Yeah. Yes. No. Just black screen. They apparently I care about my audience. You're enjoying this, right? Hope you're having fun. Whoa. Gray taste of her cheese.
Weirdly relatable.
You don't know about
The thing?
oh, the gray taste of Hershey's.
I'm about to get gratified here.
Here. Hit the screen, please. For the love of God. Thank you. Alright. 4 minutes, dude.
Can't believe they're gonna release Final Fantasy 16 in 4 minutes.
I can't believe I get to enjoy this game in 4 minutes.
Just imagining someone sitting there with like a bib and a knife and a fork. Like, I cannot wait.
Wait, you guys are talking about Final Fantasy 16? The game that came out 5 years ago?
We're watching a state of play from like 2 years ago.
April 13th? You guys still use months? I don't even know what a day is.
Podcasts, the future. We watch narrowcasts now.
Podcasts. No, I don't. We don't use pods around here. We don't vape. Sorry.
Pods are so 2023. These peas now.
Pecats.
Little green peas. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And if you want more high quality PCast content, be sure to subscribe.
Stay tuned for our next episode of Podcap.
Try Guys Taste Test PCasts.
No! Cursed. Cursed beyond measure.
This one is funny.
This one's comedic at best.
Funny at worst.
Kino at best, movie at worst. God, when do we start calling movies flicks? Can we just flick them?
Roger Ebert said 4 out of 4 stars.
Kino.
Toy Story 3 made me feel Kino feelings. 4 out of 4 stars.
God, I got so many games I gotta go through now that the video's out. I've been playing the same stuff I've already played. I got a huge library of 3DS games I gotta play. I got I think maybe that's why I'm in such a mood to start streaming games and game development on Twitch, because it's got a laundry list of them that I wanted to play for so long.
All the longest day.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow, wow, wow.
Whoa, Jimmy! A list of 3DS games you gotta play!
Jimmy, do you have Persona 3 Portable? Your Asus ally?
Jimmy, I'd love to rank 10 with your mom.
Jimmy, I couldn't possibly watch another 3-hour-long YouTube essay on Persona.
Jimmy, I've stayed up till 7 a.m. Why is he having southern accent? 7 a.m. on IGN guides and Kotaku forums to figure out how to S-link with your mom. Jimmy, I pulled my pants down and tried to show your mom my alpaca. No, he likes llamas. Never mind. Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
I'll make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo.
I always picture him sweating when he says that. We're talking about Jimmy Neutron, by the way. Well, bucko. We all make
3,
mistakes.
2, 1. Here we go.
Do you want to watch this on my Discord stream? So we can be on the same page?
Oh, I'm actually not. Yeah, okay, sure.
Hello everyone. This is Naoki Yoshida,
Mute
producer
the
of Final
Twitch
Fantasy
one.
16, and welcome to the State of Play. Today, I'm here to talk a little bit about the story, world, and combat system of Final Fantasy 16, as well as reveal all new information regarding the game's wide variety of RPG elements and support systems. We'll be talking you through everything while using never-before-seen gameplay footage running on the PlayStation 5.
Is Yoshi, is he facing a TV that James Sunderland faces in Silent Hill 2?
Yeah. Silent Hill 2 is just a Final Fantasy reference. Holy.
Captured on an Xbox One.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant. Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yeah, you are, Kino. He just walks away all angry.
Yes, Sergeant.
Ooh, here we go.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Quits.
What if you just stay in place the whole time and he just keeps yelling at you? He just finds new
16
rocks
minutes.
to stand on.
Yoshi's like narrating the whole thing.
To welcome you to the world of
Oh,
Final
I'm loving
Fantasy
this.
16. Final Fantasy 16 is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games.
Yeah.
Wow, they're not doing themselves. Don't play the previous ones.
Square Enix be like, fuck Final Fantasy. We hate our games.
The
It's like,
PlayStation 5
I don't
with
care
both
about Final
the game
Fantasy. I
delivers
don't
an
care. I don't
expansive,
care.
thrilling gameplay experience,
Play
which we
16.
liken to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
Oh. Oh my god.
Diablo 4.
Get absolutely roasted for saying this, but every time they show like bits of footage of you like actually playing gameplay, not like quick time events, gameplay as Ifrit or any of these other characters, I get Naruto Shippuden vibes, like the old Ninja Storm series.
Oh god.
I don't know why. It's because I'm conditioned.
It's just your premeditated opinion.
God, that's cool.
Wow.
Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed that.
The
Stupid
absolute
idiots.
state of play.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield.
Clive? Never mind. I hate this game.
We follow the epic tale of Clive, Shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, as it unfolds across 3 distinct periods in our hero's life: his teens, 20s, and 30s.
There are 3 kinds of man: teen, 20s, and 30s.
30s.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present.
Can't wait.
And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
So. High definition frolicking gameplay.
That was a weird cut, but I liked it regardless.
Very sudden.
Fire idiot. Clive and Joshua.
Kyle is next.
Dude, they're the most Floridian names. It's like somebody from Florida just decided to make Final Fantasy game. Rex.
Ooh.
These, I can't lie, these are some weird cuts. These are some-
Final Fantasy
I get we're trying to get a
reveal
taste of
world
everything.
building,
Oh!
locations being added
Ooh,
and updated
that's cool.
as
I like
players
that.
progress
I
through the
love,
game.
you know how much I love shit that looks like diorama. And
Yeah, with like the tilt
The
shift
world
effect.
map
and
Oh,
all.
will
yeah.
open
Oh,
at
yeah.
any time,
Oh.
allowing players
heavy,
access
heavy
all
depth of
manner
field, like that
locations across
Octopath Traveler style.
God
stuff.
of War and God of War Ragnarok maps in game.
Here,
I gotta check it
players will
out.
meet new friends,
Never-
encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Great and wondrous mysteries, he says as he unsheaths his sword to kill those same great and wonderful mysteries. Buy an apple in
Dude,
4K.
the more they show stuff that I love, the more I'm gonna turn into that sleeping man meme. Oh. Oh.
Ring reference.
Oh.
Hey. Cool.
Chicken, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chicken, yeah. Oh, yeah. I watch my girlfriend play Hogwarts Legacy from time to time, and she just follows those big ass chickens walking around. They gotta sway to how they walk, so we're just like, chicken, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, a motorboat in this game?
Baby. That's some good water.
Next, I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy XVI. All the battles in the game
Is that a man fighting a shrimp?
I
Swear to God, he was beating up an overgrown fucking buffet shrimp.
abilities from the icons that he encounters.
Icon, baby.
I love that this Final Fantasy is just going the whole way where they're like, no, dude, there's like blood, people are getting crushed. It's no longer like you're beating enemies; they're just, you know, falling asleep or something.
You know, it's
I mean, to
serious
be fair,
when
when everybody
second
gets
to final.
spoilers, cup your little baby ears in case you don't want to hear about Final Fantasy VI, but there was a moment in 6 where everybody just gets poisoned into Kingdom. Everyone's very clearly dying or close to death. I guess that's the closest to that. 16's really going straight for it.
Suddenly see the
God, I'm done.
MC style meter.
Yeah! A for awesome.
Someone's like crying in the background because their entire village is burned down. S.
Capcom's just pissed somewhere like, God, I can't believe they did this.
TMT stands for Don't Make Me Cry. Yeah.
We hide one of the M's. Don't me cry.
Don't cry.
I have a feeling just about every single boss fight's gonna have a quick time. I can just feel it. They've been really showing a lot of quick time events in every single trailer.
Possible.
Getting vibes, Jules. Vibes.
Neural
Does the main
attributes.
character look like every biker that's in a Second Life video? Got that like perfect 5 o'clock shadow. Built like he's supposed to win Mr. Olympia.
What your typical Clive looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You're so right.
Can't decide which iconic ability to unlock or upgrade?
Iconic with an E.
You can let the game choose for
Bro. This is epic.
Very interesting, yes.
includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable
Game
experience.
click rhymes.
Players are encouraged
Fucking
to provide
stupid.
different combinations
Change his name to Cleave.
that perfectly matches their play style.
Oh.
Combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely Strikes.
The ring of
I
timely
love my
focus.
parrying dodges.
The ring of
mess with
timely
me.
focus. It's just a bottle of Adderall.
As well as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack, giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade.
So Hunter's looking pretty good.
Sorry, Mr. Enix. I'm not a pussy.
As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
Yeah.
I love how Square
Control
Enix.
Shift
I
4.
just see the wolf. I know he's your companion now. I just love how Square Enix was like, man, we've really tried our hardest to get these boy band looking characters to hang out with you. Just cute girls. Just get him a wolf.
In this mode, timely accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
Oh, story focused, action focused.
Game performance, good please.
Oh, I'm loving this. Is it the
Clive will
hub?
meet many characters
Some
along
Stanislav
his journey
Beksinski
who will
looking
join
stuff
you
here.
as friends and allies.
We have had 20 years. Dogs look. We just can't. We can't even get it. It's hard because there's a lot of
Who becomes a mentor to Clive.
in thinking about XGen and Maya. Like it's hard to get hair to work.
Jill,
There's a lot of hair on animals, but my God, we have just not made any progress all these years.
To think Nintendogs was a watershed moment.
And then Resident Evil 4 became the it became the Watergate moment.
Finding lots to talk about along the way. That said, players will only need to focus on controlling Clive. Party members are fully AI driven, providing support
They're like
for the
Chat
hero and
GPT driven,
constantly
yeah.
adapting and responding to his action.
Yeah, you can beat him up, but if you press a button, you can ask questions about how to do your math homework like halfway through. It'll stop and just do it on
Sorry,
the
I
floor.
could not find a video on how to do pre-calc. Here's a video on how to make mustard gas. That's what we call story-focused.
New YouTube recommendations. Are you a fan of war crimes?
Oh, and we cannot forget Torgal.
His name is Torgal!
A smart, strong,
No, I
and
feel well
fiercely
done.
loyal hound. Torgal is
Tor-
always by Clyde's
Torgal.
side
Torgal?
and willing to stand by him in
His name's freaking Bingle, dude.
Pringle can?
or act of his own accord. But players can also
Torgal?
give him
Dude.
direct commands.
These guys are leg eaters. I love it.
Just don't forget to give this good boy
Hey.
some treats every now and then.
Tell me what to do. My dog will starve.
Get her up here.
My Final Fantasy.
Don't move.
This is my Final Fantasy.
I've taken care of her.
Tell me what to do.
She's the best healer this side of the belt. Nothing to worry about.
Drink some water. Relax. Fucking calm down.
Soul.
Humph. Players will gain access to Sid's hideaway.
Oh, it's Sid! Oh my god!
Slot.
Sid is a reoccurring character in every single Final Fantasy game, despite the fact that
Clyde will
it's
find a shop,
thousands of years
purchase
apart,
weapons,
each one.
armor, and consumables
But
such as
it ends up just becoming a title.
He's like patches.
Wow. Yeah, in a very good way.
a highly
He's your
skilled
bud.
blacksmith works the hideaway's forge.
And
Bring in
Sid in
materials,
6 was
craft new
incredible.
gear,
That made me,
or
I'm
upgrade
not even gonna lie,
existing
that made me
items.
cry what ended up happening to him at the
After
end.
upgrading your equipment
You can save him,
and
but
unlocking new abilities,
the
try
emotions are still
accessing
there
the
if you
Arettis
don't.
Stone. Here, players can enter a virtual training area
Where you can
outside the
beat up your
bounds of
dog.
time and space, where they are free to
No.
refine and practice combat
Yeah,
with
Torgal's
their
there. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Once you're confident in your skills, try your hand at arcade mode and see how your scores stack up against players from around the world.
He's a virtual mugger, not a real
Hideaway
one.
is home to a lot of other features as well.
You know, what really bothers me is that there are people out there. There aren't many. There are
Not only
people
will
out there
players
who are seeing
discover
this
a
and going,
variety of side
"Oh man,
quests
this looks a lot like
but they can
Forspoken."
also view
Ugh.
different quests offered
Ugh.
around Val's City.
You know what's really depressing is that it's true. Like not what you're saying, but like those people, they
And I
exist.
love Forspoken.
But to be fair, back when Final Fantasy VI came out, that was 3, and that was the very first one that came to America. People were probably like,
That
God,
actually
this
from
game-
Resident Evil 4.
Saving the world.
Oh my God, it's Mousely.
Mid.
Mid? Her name's Mid! Ashley's Mid! Oh my God, I know how Square Enix feels about Resident Evil 4 now. Mid? He said it that way too.
Move back so soon.
Oh my God, everybody's got Xenoblade fucking accents. Everybody's got this horrible British accents going
Overdone
on.
British accent.
Everybody's talking like Andrew Tate.
Gain information on elite marks. Fearsome foes
Oi,
Is that the
lurk
bat?
in the realm
Is
desperately
that the same
seeking
bat that maybe like stay inside for 3 years?
Yeah, that's the one.
I hate that bastard. That bastard. No, that's him.
Yeah, there he is.
I remember.
I love his
I didn't-
pieces. Look at his feet.
Mike Wazowski. Mike
Wazowski.
That's what happens. Oh!
His adventures.
Look at that. Look at that old FF6 style. Look at that.
Hippocrates.
Aww. Such a sucker for this.
Now
I really am.
Crystal.
idea
Mm,
for another
tasty.
run-up?
I'll tell you about rock.
Ninetales,
What is it
a
that
scholar and strategist who will be more than happy to explain to Clive the current state of the realm.
The current state of society.
There are all
State of
kinds
play.
interactions and features that find a way to help
Since we lost E3, this is how we're gonna.
time with Final Fantasy
It's
16.
really interesting that they're choosing to do like pixel sprites. Like just in oh, ooh. Oh, I love me
On his
this.
travels, Clive will encounter a wide array of fearsome foes.
I'm really interested in this like swamp area. Ever since the reveal trailer, the very first one, I saw it and I remember the first thing I said was like, you know, with Witcher vibes and stuff, but beyond that, it just looks it's incredible. Hey Jules, want me to make
Louisiana.
some enemies? It's like Witcher if the gameplay was good.
You know, I don't think you'll find that many enemies there.
Just all of Poland, all.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think you'll make them.
That many enemies.
My God, are those the Wraith Hunters from Lord of the Rings?
I'm telling you though,
Yeah,
there's a-
hit square, and you'll live. Hit square. Come on,
I love how
Wordle.
Borgle has his mouth open, just like God.
Wordle? Yeah, I love that game.
Look, he's Infinity Blade looking at
He
him.
will, of course, clash with the dominants who wield the power of the Eikons.
I really dislike that they're spelling icons like that.
I'm upset. Torgil. Fino Fantusi.
My faithful wolf, testicular retortion.
Ooh.
And also beasts.
Ooh.
The surrounding lands under their sway.
You know what's the studio that's responsible for developing this? Not Square. I mean, it's Square's internal company. It's what are they called? Business Enix or something. It's even dumber than
Circle Enix, yeah.
that. It's called like Business Class something. The dumbest name for a company.
11th hour.
A Square Enix Creative Business Unit 3. But to be
My
fair,
God.
it's chaired, not chaired, but I'm pretty sure one of the founding members and leaders of that organization is the director for Final Fantasy 6 and 7. Same guy.
And we cannot forget
I mean, he gets it.
Eikons
That's the thing.
themselves.
The important part. Ooh, Ifrit.
Experience unparalleled real-time
Oh, that's not
action
Ifrit.
combat as Clive takes
Infernal
command
Icon. I'm.
coursing through his veins.
I bet you feel really stupid right now.
Yeah, for liking this game.
The shining point of Final Fantasy 16, however, has to be the breathtaking Eikon versus Eikon
Icon
battle.
versus icon.
I'm gonna have to start taking like like Tylenol or something. I'm getting a headache. It's fucking Icon versus Icon. Getting a migraine, dude.
Confrontations all
You got
play out
goddamn
in
iron.
Oh, baby.
players to control their own Eikon with their own hands.
With their own hands.
You can play this with your feet.
Cinematic
strike.
These battles differ depending on the Eikon encountered, and every showdown is unique, right down to gameplay. Players will experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that
BWE
encompass
confirmed.
the entire
And
battlefield.
you show this shit. You get a you time travel all. Ooh, Bahamut. Oh my God.
These massive scale
Wow.
boss battles are entirely seamless, and I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping excitement.
God, I didn't like that adjective. You're gonna want to tighten up your grip on that controller, buddy. Your PS5 fucking DualSense starts growing little legs. It's trying to run away from you.
PS5 is gonna start sweating when you play Final Fantasy 16.
I gotta tell you, man, this beats Elden Ring for like environmental visuals. Like the first time I was just exasperated isn't the right word to use, but I was blown away. Was playing through Elden Ring, seeing all the locations and boss fight environments, but this beats it out of the water, dude. This is unbelievable.
Now you're making enemies.
Whatever. Go enjoy your mech games. Which is ironic because I'm working on one. Just bite me in the ass.
Are we watching Nights into Dreams? What's going
Are
on?
we watching Kingdom Hearts? Little gummy missions?
Panzer Dragoon when?
Oh my god!
Hyphen.
It's Tifon. We've established this. We're calling things dumb now. Things are stupid. Woo-wee! Woo! I'm enjoying everything I'm seeing, dude. Attack on Titan ass music.
Engaging rock violence. Like the beginning of God of War 3.
Icon on icon.
Dune video game. A square.
God, this reminds me of the rocks in Dune.
Love worms. There goes the entire Lord of the Rings.
I don't even want to take this game.
Oh god. Hurts to think about.
So everyone, what did you think?
I hated it.
Taking
Kidding. It was great.
Make him cry. Don't make him cry.
Bro, don't make him cuts.
Worldwide, June 22nd.
His jacket.
And there's still plenty that we've left to reveal. Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more. We hope to bring you more on these aspects of the game.
And
in the
out
near
of game
future.
content.
Also, I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists,
Ooh.
Kenshi Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store for you in the coming weeks, and I hope you'll all pre-order the game and join us in Valhalla on release day. This has been
Kenshi
L2
Yonezu, Japanese musician, singer-songwriter, and illustrator, who did Vocaloid music under the stage name Hachi in 2009. He's the guy that did the Chainsaw Man opening recently. Wow.
Sounds like a pretty big get.
Yeah, he's like an online prodigy that's kind of now he's biggins. That was really cool. That was neat. And they just all of a sudden show Silent Hill 2 gameplay. Only when James strafes. Well, that was a really fun time. So, any final thoughts? Kick this off.
Any final thoughts? It's not even
Milky
the last
Montana says,
final-
"What is this? This isn't gay shin impact."
Oh, is Rojo watching right now? That's
Yeah,
who
he is.
Funny.
How you doing, bud?
Final thoughts?
We'll see you on the podcast this Sunday. Yeah, any final thoughts?
We have to. I still need to contact Soyboy in regards to that.
Yeah.
Episode, but sometime this weekend. For me, no, not really. I'm not. I like what I see, but I also don't know much of the history behind the characters or the development team for that matter. So I'm definitely an outsider looking in on this. It looks cool.
Don't look at my chill and study list. As a matter of fact, stop
Oh
looking at anything
my
right now.
God, I saw sparks.
And
I saw sparks. Rojo's gonna blast you for that one, Chief. Not gonna lie.
God, whatever. Making fun of me for music that he likes.
There was a period of time where Rojo and I were listening nonstop to like mostly Radiohead. So comes around, goes around.
It's all right. Well, here's a question I got for you, just because I'm curious. Do you think that the trailers that we saw so far and this state of play is enough to convince you to spend that fat 60 or 70 and get your first Final Fantasy game?
Depends. Will you give me back my PS5?
Fuck you.
I honestly, sure, but not right now. I'm still waiting on this hypothetical PS5 Slim or whatever it's called.
this mysterious
This
little mystery.
PlayStation Cuban Cigar Edition. Yeah.
But
I like what I'm saying.
yeah,
We're nostalgia in video games music.
Getting a bit of everything that we want out of this. My big thing that I think that was enough to seal the deal for me. I'll be frank. I think it's great, and I've had my eyes on. Pardon me. I've had my eyes on 16 for a while. I've had my eyes on whatever Square Enix was gonna make from their main creative business unit 3 for a good minute now, because FF16, the original concept trailer, was gonna be about the mage, like God, what is it called? It was a I'll have to link to it, and I'll post on the comments if I find it. Since I said it now, I might as well do it, right? But there was an original test trailer that they were doing with the mage being the main character, which is a first for Final Fantasy in recent years. At least that's what's coming to mind. And very much what 16 seems to end up becoming, with its dark, atmosphere. I think that the addition of your icons, you get to play as them. That is a lot of fun, because some of my favorite bits from 15, they were a bit gimmicky. Some of my favorite bits were playing as Noctis and beating huge monsters, flying at them, doing all sorts of stuff like that. That was the best. So being able to do more of that is going to be great. I honestly think for my first run, and I'm interested in seeing, putting my words to my mouth, putting actual words to my mouth. What am I talking about? The money where my mouth is. Jesus, words to my mouth. For rain is but sky to cry. Like, shut up. What I was gonna say is the last bit here. If it really is a decent port, if not immediately within the month that it releases, I'll definitely be streaming it, because it's there's too much fun not to. And I think the other end of that is I think I just really want to blast through the main story. I really want to do that with limited additional content. There's just so much that 7 did absolutely delivered. 15 did not for me. There's too much nothing in between. I was mentioning the pre-stream. There's too much nothing in between where you want to go to and where you're trying to get to. But with that being said, that was enough to convince me to add that to the overwhelming smelly list of $60 to $70 games that I gotta save my money for. Poor girlfriend. But in any event, thank you so much for tuning in for a fun little adventure. It's been a blast.
Bee.